Hello everybody. Welcome to, well, today is WarCrafters. Let me turn this down. Welcome to WarCrafters for June 10th. No, it's June 7th. That even is wrong. It's no, it's June 8th. I wonder if I should just start this over, but I'm not. I'm going to just leave it all in because it's been an interesting day. So let's just keep going. Today is WarCrafters for June 8th, 2025. Let me get to where I need to be. See, this is a time machine episode, and I'm going back so far that it's messing with my head. And so I'm going to get through today. I am MayorWatt. I run ohmTown.com a whole lot better than I'm doing the intro to this show. Oh, boy. And today we're going to be talking about 5 articles in WarCrafters. Season 2, Episode 23. We're going to talk about Atomfall really quick, Final Fantasy Tactics, the Most Wishlisted, Deltarune, and actions from others have consequences. Everything's powered by ohmTown.com, and while this is the front page of ohmTown, this is the front page of WarCrafters, and this is our intro. All right, everybody, let's just get into it. I've got about 30 minutes to get through it. I'm going to probably go through all of these articles in even shorter order. If you want today's articles, you can add !WC in the chat over on Twitch, because YouTube already has them embedded in the show notes, but go over and check out YouTube as well. All of our podcasts are broken into live streams as well. So the live stream is available on Twitch, and it's over on YouTube. We stream to both platforms. YouTube has it broken out into categories. So WarCrafters is one of our weekly shows, and then the podcast is all under the ohmTown umbrella. So go and check out all of our podcasts as well. 6 weekly shows, 1 daily show, including Saturday and Sunday, which is a composite of the 3 shows on Saturday and 3 other shows on Sunday. So on Sunday, we do WarCrafters, Technology Today, and FourWheelTech. So gaming, a deeper dive into science and technology, and then automotive technology news. Anyway, let's go and check this out. The first article is over in WarCrafters. Atomfall is getting a spooky DLC set on an offshore island that lets you blast pretend pirates with a blunderbuss. Kind of speaking some of my language here, but Rick Lane over at PC Gamer put this article together. Set sail for Wicked Isle next week. A Wicked Isle DLC adds a whole new offshore region to Atomfall's map, named Midsummer Island. This area, unsurprisingly, plays a folk horror element of the original. Expect to encounter a lot of druids and at least one Wicker Man, as well as new locations like a ruined abbey and a pub called Jolly Angler. Despite being in the sea, Midsummer Island is somehow closer to the wind scale planned much of Atomfall's vanilla map. So consequently, the inhabitants are more affected by its influence. Enemy factions here include pirate cosplaying bandits and strange aquatic monsters that look a lot like The Witcher's drowners. And you'll be able to fight the enemies with several new weapons, so including the beekeeper staff and a blunderbuss shotgun. I'm all for that. I'm looking for an artist, a tattoo artist, to do my arm piece right here, which is a kind of a alien pirate, sort of a unique design on a pirate, but with a blunderbuss and a big old bottle of rum. Anyway, personally, the author says here that they thought the druids were the weaker parts of Atomfall's story, quite generically flavored murderous, nature lovers, but perhaps Wicked Isle can flesh them out a bit in the DLC. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, let's keep on going. The next article is over in WarCrafters as well. This Final Fantasy Tactics-like RPG from former Octopath and Destiny devs let you do the best thing a video game can. Make a town look cooler while you rebuild it. So the author here says when they approach a video game, they're looking for one thing, the ability to construct a small hamlet. This is why they still, in stray moments, catch themselves reflecting with a wistful sigh on their rebuilding Monteriggioni in Assassin's Creed 2, or that one village you build in Breath of the Wild. Well, this is it. This is what it's all about, man. So let's take a look at what they have to say. Never's End. Final Fantasy Tactics like RPG from former Octopath. See, I don't like tactics though. Like, I don't like turn-based games. It's just not my style. I don't know. I like real-time games. So it says also vanquish your foes or something, I think. Joshua Wolins over at PC Gamer put the article together. They say, so their eyes quite naturally bulged out of their head when they saw what looks like alarmingly like someone rebuilding a village in the trailer for upcoming tactical RPGs Never's End, coming from a gaggle of devs who previously work on things like Destiny and Triangle Strategy, Octopath Traveler, Enter the Gungeon, and Gang Beasts. I'm going to hit play on this trailer, but I'm going to mute it. Yeah, see, it's turn-based, and it's just not really what I'm into. I like first-person shooters and survival crafting base builders, but not turn-based stuff. I'll let that play, but at any rate, the gimmick here looks to be that your little guys can mix and match forces of nature to do unpleasant things to their foes. As a reincarnated immortal warrior forged from living metal, able to harness the elements and bend them to your will, you can do things like shuffle heat about the map to create gusts of wind and knock enemies about, drain heat to freeze them, create water currents, and reshape terrain, basically for your due to your command of stone, which they say, guess, falls under the rubric of earth. So fine, I'll let you have this one. Never's End, they say in this article. Yeah, go and check this article out. It's over at PC Gamer. This Final Fantasy Tactics like RPG from former Octopath and Destiny devs. Let's keep going. The next article is over on the Mobile channel. The most wishlisted upcoming game on Steam. Yeah, I think you can guess. Stellar Blade. So it says, here's an interesting question. What's the most popular upcoming game on Steam? Is it Stellar Blade, Slay the Spire 2, Metal Gear Solid, Delta Snake Eater, or Borderlands 4, Borderlands? The guesses are there. All good guesses and all in the top 20 of most wishlisted. But no, the most wishlisted game on Steam is probably an obvious one. They say an obvious one. I don't know what it would be. Spell it out for you in no uncertain terms. It's the exact same game that has a Dakimakura for its protagonist. What do you think it is, folks? Is it Deadlock, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Stellar Blade, none of the above? Anna Valens asked the question, what's the most wishlisted upcoming game on Steam? Well, they say in retrospect, the fan-made body pillow doesn't narrow it down still. The most wishlisted game certainly isn't a shocker. Yes, it's the highly anticipated Team Cherry title, Hollow Knight Silksong. What a shocker, they say. SteamDB's most wishlisted upcoming Steam games list, Silksong is the most wishlisted game across the platform, followed by Valve's upcoming third-person MOBA Deadlock. Subnautica 2 then comes next, along with Dune Awakening, Light No Fire, Mecha Break, Borderlands 4, Arc Raiders, and Arena Breakout Infinite. But Ball Pit, I think, is going to be moving on up in that ranking too, I think, if you're willing to play Arena Breakout Infinite. And what's the other one? I can't remember. Anyway, hype for Hollow Knight Silksong is at an all-time high ever since the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct confirmed the game for 2025. Fans are eager to see what is actually coming out of this. You'll get to play Hollow Knight Silksong in September, according to this. In the meantime, there's one confirmed date that fans will be able to try Silksong for themselves. September 18th, IGN reported in early May that the game is set to demo at an exhibit in Australia's ACMI Museum. So we don't know when it's actually going to get launched, but that's okay. In the meantime, you can actually check out Deltarune. Shoots to the top of the Steam bestseller chart as chapters 3 and 4 finally go live. As was foretold, Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 are now live, and in case there was any doubt, yes, it remains a massively popular game. At this moment, it's still the top-selling game on Steam and amongst the top 10 most played, according to this article. It's over at PCGamer.com. Andy Chalk put it together. Quote, "It's a hit." I gifted Deltarune to somebody, and to a citizen of ohmTown, and they are enjoying it. So it's good to hear. While the release date was known, having been announced in April, there's apparently a bit of a mix-up here. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition trailer that initially nailed down the date pegs it at June 5th, but somewhere along the line it became June 4th, but the actual launch was a very quiet affair. There's not even a notification on Steam. In fact, right now, the page still lists chapters 3 and 4 as coming soon, but apparently they are out. Oh my. Yeah, I can't mess with this right now. So pretty cool. Go and check that out too. And our last article for WarCrafters, it's only 5 articles. The Monday through Friday Non Sequitur News is 10 articles. And on the weekend, I take the 3 articles from each, or not 3 articles, but the 3 shows. So on Sunday, WarCrafters, Technology Today, and FourWheelTech becomes the Non Sequitur News Sunday edition. And on Saturdays, we have RealityHacker, Wanted, and the Continuity Report, which is RealityHacker is about basically, it's more themed to cyberpunk kind of a thing, modifying reality using technology. And then Wanted is all about gadgets and gear. And then the Continuity Report is about entertainment news. All of it is about news in general. Anyway, so if an NPC hates you in this new adventure game from the makers of Road 96, it's probably because another player was mean to them earlier. The quote here is, "We should make Road 96, but with boats. Boat 96, joked the developers at Digixart when planning to follow up their excellent procedural road trip Road 96, and their next game does indeed have a lot of boats, but it's also a pretty big departure from the previous game. No. Instead, Tides of Tomorrow's asynchronous multiplayer system lets players' choices impact your own game, and vice versa. The article is put together by Christopher Livingston over at PCGamer.com. And they say, instead of NPCs changing your adventure, this time the players will. In Tides of Tomorrow, you enter an asynchronous multiplayer world where the actions of another player can impact your player some other player and your story. And in the post-apocalyptic water world of Tides of Tomorrow, you travel from island to island in the wake of other players. And if a character you meet treats you with hostility, it might be because the last player that they met did something awful to them, like steal something or shove them into the water, and as a result, they won't be too happy to see you. Tides of Tomorrow, asynchronous multiplayer system that lets other players' choices, impact your game, and vice versa. This is an exercise in monitoring sociopathy. Unleashed. Yeah, this might be an interesting. I'm gonna have to reach out to them and see what they can share with me. Anyway, that's it, folks. We are going to ride the tide back to the front page of WarCrafters over at ohmTown.com. I'm going to shut down, reset, start right back up with Technology Today. Give me about 5 minutes. We'll see you on the other side of our intro. Bye. Or our outro, which is our intro. Anyway, we'll see you in a little bit. Bye.